Hi everybody, it's Bobby Ogilvy, Project Manager and Professional Coach. So this is our first Technology Thursdays video, and it's a bit late because it's actually Saturday on the long weekend. I hope you guys are enjoying your long Easter weekend, despite actually the weather is great today. It wasn't so great a day or two ago. Um, what I thought I'd do is, as you can guess from the name, so we're talking about different technology tools, and really could be how they could help us, how they can make us or our startups better. And in this one, I wanted to actually focus a bit on freelancers and professional services industry, and particularly, I guess, we're servicing a lot of SMEs and tech startups, right? And I would say there's two areas I wanted to focus on with this one, which is about some invoicing tools and some different, I guess you could call them market channels, some different websites about finding clients or clients finding you. Um, so one cool invoicing tool I found today, I wanted to tell you guys about, was called Bonsai. And the good thing about Bonsai, what it does is it asks you a bunch of information around your contract, and it's like, okay, well, so what do you call yourself, and are you a freelancer? Do you work for a consulting firm, and how much per hour, and what's the pay cycle like, and how much interest you charge them if they're delinquent, and different things like that. So it bakes you up this pre-done list, and like they had lawyers go through this stuff, so it is a good legit contract, and you can just download it and use it yourself. Or moreover, and this is the paid part of the feature, if you want, they can invoice it online to your client for you directly, and they can collect the payment for it, and that's $1 per invoice. So it's actually pretty convenient, particularly when you consider that you can essentially use that as a means to like not have to bother doing other payment method stuff, because that's kind of baked into their system. So that's pretty cool. Definitely like that. And there's another one I haven't used that much yet called Wave, and Wave is around, again, it's accounting, invoicing, and then it can even get into like payroll and a few other like financial support sort of functions, and then those are the ones you pay for. So you get into sending invoice, when you get into like sending invoices or doing payroll stuff, that's what they're charging you for. So yeah, these are decent. I guess you call them freemium models, right? Most of the base stuff is free. Um, Let me know what you guys think of those, and if there's any other tools you found that have been useful for those sorts of things, finances, invoicing, that kind of thing. And then the other topic I wanted to get into was, as someone in the professional services industry, how do you find new clients online, right? So a lot of us, in broad terms, are doing this through reputation and referrals, but obviously we also need to find clients, right? And what are some different means to do that? So when some of the lower end things that I've tried a bit and have had that much success with are Fiverr, and what's the other one called? Freelancer.com. And I think Freelancer is a bit better. I think you can set your rates a bit more, but Fiverr is very rigid, or at least was very rigid. I think it may have changed in the past month or two, where it was, you had to do like a $5 gig, right? And then they changed it so you can have these upsells, and then particularly if someone responds to you, you can kind of override it and just give whatever price you want. But the annoying thing is that you end up trying to kind of price out, well, what is $5 or maybe $25 worth of your work, right? So it seems, from my take on it, it can be a decent front end means of, selling these kind of 5, 10, 15 minute kind of intro sessions. What would coaching look like? What would sales consulting? What would marketing consulting? Or whatever you're into look like? But a lot of people going on there because they're going for price point, and they're not even that aware of what they want. Perhaps not always so great. I think freelancer is a bit better. Yeah, I think you can go higher price on that, and hopefully it's better for clients. Probably the best would be is there's been a few more specialized sites that actually have some stiffer requirements in terms of you being able to even see projects and bid on them to confirm you're at the kind of necessary professional expertise level, right? So there was one geared towards data science. I remember using. I can't think of the name right now. But so then it becomes actually a two-tiered market, because once you're kind of tall enough to ride, if you will, it becomes this two-tiered market where you're seeing the kind of client projects, client opportunities you can bid on. There's you being able to offer your services, and hopefully you can get a decent value of it. One of my big fears with things like Fiverr is that it's a slippery slope of commodification. People charging less and less, and in a competitive landscape, being forced to charge less and less for their services, which means the whole market erodes and it becomes harder and harder to make a living because no one's willing to pay more money, and it's a big death spiral, right? So I would love to, one, have any feedback, hear any feedback you guys have on any of these tools, right? Invoicing or these different professional services or freelancing sites, and any other tools that you think would just be great for other freelancers to know about. Oh, you gotta do this, you gotta try that. Obviously, there's a ton of other different topics and things we'll get into in the future. Task management, other stuff around coordinating team tasks. There's probably lots of other little things that we can think of. So we'll get all into some of that in the future, but I'd love to hear your input on some of these different freelancing sites or different invoicing tools and what works and doesn't work for you. So we will talk soon. Thank you guys.